So what is it how did you get started? Like, I wouldn't even know where to go to like get a book published, to be honest with you. So how do you remember like that initial thing that says, oh, I'm going to write a book and it's going to be about this, and here's how I'm going to get it done?
Yeah. And I would say the thing that I think of too when we're talking about this is, and then there's most people start a book and don't finish a book. Of the people that finish a book, which is a low percentage, only a handful of them is the book good. Like, think about, of all the books that are going to come out this week, how many of them aren't very good, or they're self-serving, or
Right.
whatever it is. And so, getting a book done and then actually wanting it to have an effect on people is not an easy task, right? Like, you can see firsthand the amount of mental anguish I've been going through the last more than a year trying to finish this leadership book.
It's been a labor of love, but not an easy labor.
And there's days like where I hate it. Like, it's just the oddest thing. Like, you hate everything about it. And that's all. It's just a part of the process. So I'll tell you what happened was I was talking to somebody who was successful in business and coaching and that sort of thing, and they suggested that I write a book, and I was kind of like, no, there's no market for that. And then they made the point to me that they asked the question, do you want to help more people? And I said, yeah, as a matter of fact, like, I'm kind of tapped out. Like, I'm booked out way ahead of time. And I'm never home. And, there's nowhere else for me to add time. Like, I'm pretty strapped. And they asked the question, like, well, do you want to help more people? And I was like, well, yeah, of course I want to help more people. And they're like, well, that's the start of helping more people, is if you write a book. And then they said, it's easy, just get a ghostwriter. They'll interview you, and they'll write the book, and then you just put it out. So I did that, and I paid a ghostwriter. I don't know exactly how much, but it was probably close to, back then, I'm gonna guess it was like $10,000.
Oh yeah, I was gonna guess thousands, so $10,000 makes sense.
And the person interviewed me. We came up with an outline, and then they a couple months later handed in a book. And I opened it up and I started reading it, and I go, oh, nobody in the auto industry is going to think I wrote this book. Like, they don't understand the terminology. They've got all this wrong. And so then I started trying to explain to the person how things were wrong. And that it's just, when somebody isn't in the auto industry, to explain to them the inside baseball of what really happens and the dynamics and the characters and the politics and we experience that when we bring on, different companies, and we're like, no, well, there's the people that are making the decisions, and then there's the management, and, it's a whole thing. So
you have to teach every person every time.
It didn't get better, and the book wasn't good enough to fix. I didn't think. I thought that it wouldn't represent me. And people told me at that point, they're like, just put the book out. Most people don't read a book anyways. Just put it out. Like, nobody will read it. It doesn't matter. And I was like, what? Like, no, I can't do that, right? Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.